Alrighty, fellow Deathbats and Lady Deathbats, it is Sinister J, and welcome into Deathbat Nation. And now, in today's video, I want to talk about the next two bands. I'm going to be reviewing their CDs. They have a CD dropping on the same day. What I did with these two bands and why I decided these two bands is because I, for one, didn't really know about these bands, and I figured if I don't really know about them, how many more other people don't know about them? So what I'm doing with these bands I'm choosing to review on is I'm finding them randomly. I went and I searched around last night and I looked up these bands. Um, one of which is is an all-girl band. I'm gonna show you them later. They're pretty awesome. They're all really, really good looking too. I will say that. And then the other one sounds a lot like Iron Maiden. That's actually why I chose them. I love Iron Maiden. That's a band. I'll probably go do some retro stuff later on, like old music related stuff later on in my YouTube on my YouTube at some point. But for now, we're just going to talk about these two bands today. So let's get over to the screen, the website. All right. So the first one here we have is Dragon's Claw. So Dragon's Claw, Australian heavy metal band known for their traditional metal sound, blending aggressive and catchy songwriting with symphonic elements. So they formed in 2010. Um, so I didn't look too much into them. I just recently found out about them. But you can what is this? Active. I'm gonna go and check this because this is gonna make more sense if we view the encyclopedia. Okay, so yeah, they formed in 2010. All right, so they've been around for a while, and the name of all their CDs so far, Moving Target's the one we're gonna be reviewing. But the name of all their CDs actually is this is a good website to check them out on. Um, so back, their first CD looks like it came out in 2011. So that took like probably a year to form. And then they came out with a lot of stuff in 2013. And now they're back in 2025. So I like the way they sound. If you're an Iron Maiden, this is a band definitely worth checking out. Um, as you can see, there they are right there on the side where my pointer is. I'll click the picture. That's all of them right there. You could probably get to know them if you checked around a little bit more and checked for interviews and stuff like that. But I thought this day sounded awesome. I love their sound, and they're something that we don't hear much of these days. Um, so let's get into the next band, and then I'll talk about why I chose these two bands particularly too. So the next one's Burning Witches. Now, this is a beautiful group of women that, if I can pull this up, as you can see, a really nice looking bunch of women there. They're wearing the 1980s metal hair band look. Very 1980s metal chick look. I actually, as a guy and I see this, and I'm as a guy who likes metal and I see this, I'm like, man, that's attractive. Like that's an instant attractive feature for a woman, in my opinion. That's just my take on it. But as you can see, there's five of them right there in this band. I checked them out. I was pretty blown away by them. But again, let's go ahead and take a look over. So okay, so it says they formed in 2015. Um, so I want to check and see another website to see how accurate that is. So we'll come over here. Okay, so we're gonna see where they're from. All right. So they formed in, let's see here. Where does it say when they formed? Didn't that say 2010? Hold on, let's go back, 'cause that doesn't. Oh, okay, 2015. Okay, so that is right. So, and then how many albums are out? I wonder, like, I want to see how many albums are out. All right. So the amount of albums, they have 6 studio albums. The newest one, I'm gonna be reviewing that on the channel because it does come out very very soon actually. It's gonna be this one we see the image of below. Um, Inquisition, it looks like. Yeah. So that's gonna be the next one I review on the whole entire channel here. And it's going to, I'm gonna be reviewing that, and then I'm gonna do a separate video reviewing Dragon's Claw. So you'll see both albums here fully reviewed on the channel. Um, and I'm gonna upload the shorts, sort of like how I've been doing them, where I'll upload the one band and I'll go back and forth with this one, just so you guys get a taste of each forms of the band that are each bands that are coming out. But yeah. So let's get back to the other screen and let's do the outro. So there you go. That's my take. That's who I'm reviewing. Those two bands. Both foreign. They're from foreign countries. From what it says. So I'm looking forward to actually reviewing both albums. So far, what I'm liking. So far, I'm liking how both of them sound, and I know a lot of you guys that are listening in right now because this channel's still new. You guys are liking it, so that's pretty awesome. In the future, if you do have any suggestions, let me know. It has to be at least metal related, or punk related, something in the lines of that, because I don't want to go into any other area of music. I'm not a hip hop fan. I don't enjoy listening to rap at all. Rap is just not something that I'm like into very much. Just not something I'll ever. Most times I shy away from it. Let's just say that, and it's just because I don't like how most of it sounds. But the metal music, yes. If you have a suggestion here, please let me know. But I'm not sure what I'm reviewing yet after these two. But the main reason I chose these two because I really like the sound of the 1980s metal hair bands, and that's what these two remind me of. They remind me of a lot of like Def Leppard, Iron Maiden, you know, bands very similar to that. You know, it's a time of music. It's a time in music that made music kind of what it is today, and that's why I like that genre, that time frame of music. And as a young guy who didn't really grow up in the 80s, I really did like 1980s metal, hair metal. And I don't know why, but there was just something about it I've always enjoyed. So that's why I'm just kind of reviewing it here on the channel. But I'll be back in the next couple days with the reviews on the full albums. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen to the albums on YouTube and then turn around and give my take here on the channel. So be looking forward to that. Um, and with that said, ladies and fellow deathbats and lady deathbats, I'm out of here. Take it easy and rock on, everybody. Have a good evening.